we're gonna take on a waterfall hike and then reward ourselves with a hot spring.
I don't know if this is the tallest, but it's the meanest looking waterfall I've seen.
Oh, I didn't even see you record me. Yes, it's fantasy football punishment time again.
Now here's the thing that you should probably understand about most of these hot springs that you're gonna find here around Oregon. Nudity. Okay, not bad. We actually made pretty good time, only 10 miles away.
Yeah, really good time actually, and I'm pretty sure the very pretty drive didn't hurt at all.
No, this has got to be like top 10 beautiful scenic drives we've ever taken. We made it. They've got cabins, they've got the lodge, plenty of RV sites. I'm pretty sure they've got tent camping here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Got my bagel, fruit salad, warm coffee, and this beautiful river right behind us. We figure, as our first PNW adventure away from a city, why not come deep into the forest? So that's exactly where we are, Willamette National Forest to be exact.
We're on a very specific mission. We're on the hunt for hot springs. And we figured, why not start at an RV park that actually has hot springs in it?
Yeah, so we're here at Belknap Hot Springs campground. So the plan was to come down here, eat some breakfast, and get some Wi-Fi, because we're in a complete dead zone when it comes to cell phone signal.
Yeah, and the lodge is the only place where you can get Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but it's not real.
No.
We can't even open the internet to look things up to formulate our plan.
So we're probably gonna have to drive out a little bit back to where we have cell phone service and regroup.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably about a 15-minute drive to find some signal. But we gotta get supplies anyway, so we're gonna do that, and we'll get back to you as to how we're gonna approach this day. As you can see, we found a cell phone signal, but we had to come about 10 miles outside of Willamette National Forest to, where are we? The Blue Sky Market, right?
Yep.
And it's got everything that you need except for ice.
Right now. I guess usually they do, but they're out.
Unfortunately, yeah. So, but we got everything else we need. We got a plan. We're gonna do a couple of things. So we're basically in the definition of outdoor adventure land, right? So we're gonna take on a waterfall hike and then reward ourselves with a hot spring. So we're excited to take you along on this adventure.
the meanest looking waterfall I've seen.
The way that this adventure is gonna go is we're on the work and reward system. We're gonna put in miles doing some hikes and seeing some pretty sweet waterfalls like the one that I'm standing right next to. And then we're gonna go hit up some hot springs for some relaxation. And there's plenty of all those things here in the McKenzie River Valley.
So what we're gonna be doing is the Sahalie and Koosah Falls Trail. There's a couple ways of doing them. You could literally stop on the side of the road and see both of them, but we're gonna put in a little work, like he said.
That's right. And this waterfall is how big?
120 feet tall.
And it's raging.
Apparently it also means high.
Like
Makes
tall?
sense. Yeah.
Okay, not like, oh man, I'm stoned, bro.
Like Oregon.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, all right.
It's gonna be 2.4 miles, but I think 2 waterfalls in 2.4 miles is a pretty good deal. That we're taking is actually kind of a combination of 2 trails. You got the McKenzie River Trail as well as the Waterfalls Trail.
If you keep going straight and don't cross over this bridge, you're gonna keep going all the way to Clear Lake, which I think is like another 3 miles that way.
Yeah, and apparently
a much bigger loop.
From what we hear though, this McKenzie River Trail goes a long, long ways. On a bridge for a moment.
You're so graceful on that bridge too. It's every bit as magical as I hoped it would be.
Yeah, honestly, like, I keep on waiting for a sexy, sparkly vampire to pop out.
Did you just date yourself with a Twilight reference?
Come on, Twilight is timeless.
This terrain is actually really crazy because the entire area was created by lava flow.
This is actually volcanic rock behind us. It's really cool leftover.
And that right there is where it drops off from.
Oh my god.
That is a long ways up. She's so far away from the ledge, and you see how she walked up here? Whew, that's beautiful. Holy shnikes.
I didn't even see you record me. Yes, it's fantasy football punishment time again. Okay, let's do this.
A mountain.
Did you just say you were a mountain goat? Yeah, just like one. Parkour, parkour.
And this is the second waterfall that you're gonna see, Koosah Falls, which is 90 feet. So a little bit smaller, but still pretty mean and intimidating. As you can tell by Victoria,
Standing right here, far away.
FYI, that means sky. The name of it does.
right, now we're on the other side of the river, taking a look at Koosah Falls and close to wrapping up this trail. All right, Victoria, we made it back to our starting point.
How you feeling about that? Yeah. If you did it the way we did it, you're gonna definitely be out of breath finishing up. Because you're coming basically straight back up this lava flow.
This is true.
The work is done. Now it's time to go reward ourselves with a hot spring. But hey, if you're looking for a nice, beautiful, absolutely stunning, moderate hike, you might want to hit this up. So the first natural spring that we're going to is a place that you're going to find by looking up either Bigelow Hot Springs or Deercreek Hot Springs. And I'm pretty sure that's it right over there. You're going to actually park your car on Deercreek Road or Drive or whatever it is, and then you're going to walk across the bridge, go down the trail, and it's down here along the riverbank. Pretty sure it's that little walled off area right there. There it is. Yep. This is it. We made it. So cool. It's like lukewarm.
Okay. It's probably warmer than that water.
But that's how close you are to the bridge. So the source of these springs is actually in this little like half cave you see back here. Victoria's like, oh, that's kind of scary looking, but it's very cool.
Kind of crazy. This feels absolutely wonderful. Like honestly, I don't know exactly what temperature it is, because like it wasn't painful to get in at all, like maybe a hot tub, but I would totally chill in a bathtub with this temperature.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Now here's the thing that you should probably understand about most of these hot springs that you're going to find here around Oregon. With the exception of where we're staying, of course, because it's like a lodge resort type deal. Nudity, you're probably going to see a lot of it. So if you're not comfortable with it, you might not want to check out these hot springs. But we are, so we're about to do that real quick. Honestly, normally this place is pretty busy. Just, you know, use the rules of discretion. But if there's a bunch of adults laying around naked, it is what it is, right? All right, this was absolutely amazing, but we're headed out. So again, if you're trying to find this place, it's Bigelow Springs or Deercreek Springs. There's a lot of springs around here that have multiple names, so you can navigate it, use your Google machine. But this was an awesome experience, and I gotta tell you, we hung out in our birthday suit for like an hour and didn't see a soul. But I can't promise you that's gonna happen for you. So I think the universe is looking out for us, because it was just cool to just hang out. So very awesome hanging with nature.
It's great.
All right, so obviously we're just gonna be riding our bikes down here, and this is the Belknap Hot Springs. So they pump it in from across the river over there.
Yeah, we went over there earlier and we saw the actual hot spring. It's just really, really cool.
Apparently they say it's 180 degrees.
That's really hot.
And that's a lot warmer than the hot springs
That we were in today? Yeah, for sure.
Mr. Bear. All right, how does that feel?
It's pretty hot. It's great.
How hot do you think that is once
Like-
it comes across the river?
I mean, it's about close to hot tub level.
Really? Okay,
It's pretty good.
Let me jump in here. Nailed it. Hey, good job. Best fire stoker ever. Instead of me screwing something up, we're just gonna skip to the part where Victoria tells you what's on the docket for today's adventures.
Thank you, Thomas. Let me take it away.
I believe they say it's turquoise.
Turquoise? Why is it called blue pulse then?
I don't know. It's a good question. There you go. Nailed it. All right. Nice. A little bit of work, a little bit of reward. We got a hot springs in our future, hopefully.
Just so you know, it is clothing optional.